she's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that you'll be able.
You're welcome back to my channel. Hello beautiful people, my name is Karine and you're welcome back to Karine's Concept, where we do everything home interior, fashion, vlogs and storytelling. If everything you've heard so far sound up your alley, I will appreciate if you give me a follow. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn your notification bell so I get notified every time I publish or post new content. Hello my lovelies. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and I'm wishing you guys all the best in this new year. It's the Zara sales again. Yay! I've literally been purging myself off retail therapy for a long time now, so I'm quite excited to get back into action. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys an insight into my Zara sales shopping list. If you love my style, my aesthetic, you're definitely gonna love some of these pieces. Without further ado, let's get down to it. For starters, disclaimer, the fact that this is my wish list doesn't necessarily mean that I'm getting everything off this wish list. It's just an avenue for recommendation. If you guys love my style and aesthetic, I just wanted to put it out there. Also, you guys know how I feel about the discourse of shopping sustainably. Unlike other YouTubers who do shop for content, I do it a lot differently. I only shop when there's a need in my wardrobe. Hence the end of year Zara sales, where I go all crazy about it. Having said that, the links will all be in the description section of this video if you're interested. Yes, I know most of the pieces will be sold out, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't come back into stock. If any of these pieces is a non-negotiable for you, what I advise at this point is add it into your wish list and then check periodically for when it gets back into stock. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Guys, please give me a follow. The first category I will be sharing with you guys is the accessory category, and the first piece is the zip waist belt with double buckle. It used to retail for £45.99. At the moment it's at 40% off, which brings it down to £27.59. Quality is great. It's 100% cow leather. What I tend to do every year during the January sales or December sales, I tend to go for these beautiful belts from Zara, and I would tell you, having compared them with other outlets, I think they do great quality belts at a very reduced price, and during the sales you can really get it even lower price point. I'm really in love with this particular belt because I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. But the price is a little bit steep at the moment for me, so I'll wait until the price go down lower. But I know perfectly well that I love this belt. I'm really obsessed with this belt. I love the double buckle and the zip that runs from the start to the end. That adds a little bit of je ne sais quoi and edginess to your dressing, and I know it will complement dresses, oversized blazers, jackets. It will work perfectly well, and even capes. If you're a cape girl, you know this will work perfectly well with those sort of dressing. You know it will be a great addition into my wardrobe. The sizes range from a 30 up to a 34, and it does run large, so I'm really looking forward to getting these. Hopefully I do get it, but if you're interested, I will make sure I link it in the description section of this video. Moving right along, the next piece of accessory I will be sharing with you guys is this thin leather belt with rectangular buckle. It used to retail for £25.99. At the moment it's at 40% off, which brings it down to £15.59. Unfortunately, it's sold out. Sizes ranges from a 30 up to a 34. It does run very small, so you need to size up. And the color palette is black. I personally love the black leather against the gold buckle. Beautiful. You know, it's just going to add a little bit of chic into your dressing and take your dressing to another level. The quality is great, 100% cow leather, and I know for sure that this will be a great addition into my wardrobe. This will work perfectly well with kids, like the model is showcasing. You know, it will work for pants, trousers, with with very tiny loops, so you can easily fit this through. This will work for long line cardigans. That's what I'm thinking about using this for also, and also dresses. This will pair perfectly well with those sort of outfit, and even with coats. Like sometimes coats come with belts that you don't really like, you can really switch it up for this sort of belt, which is going to add another level of sophistication into your dressing. So if you're interested in this one, make sure you add it to your wish list. At the moment it's sold out, unfortunately, but I've already bought it, and hopefully you guys get to see it in my next video. So moving right along to the next category, which is the coat category. For some sort of context, I am on the hunt for a beautiful black coat. This is a non-negotiable in my wish list. I do have a black coat, but the one that I have came a bit pricey. It's a 100% wool coat, and I tend to use it for special occasions and outing. So I needed like a long black coat that looks smart but can still work perfectly well in a casual setting, and I think this fit the bill. It was between this and the next one I will be sharing with you guys. But this is the ZW collection wool blend coat. It retailed for £149 at the moment. They're doing a 60% off, which brings it down to £59.60. It's gone down drastically, but unfortunately it's out of stock. So on the first day of sale, I had my eye on this coat, but unfortunately before it went on sale, it was completely sold out. So when I woke up the next morning, there it was, a size large, and I picked it up. So I think on that day it was £94.99, so I got a size large. When it came through, I realized that it's not too long the way I want it to be. Lengthwise, I would say it wasn't too long. I wanted something really long, so I decided to size up to an extra large, and I loved the extra large. It's double-breasted. It has padded shoulders, and there's a slit at the back. The quality is chef kiss. It's 45% wool blend, 25% polyamide, and that means the effect of the wool on your skin, it's not going to be that bad. But on the other hand, it will keep you warm throughout the winter month because it does have a decent amount of wool in it. This is a very beautiful coat. The sizes range from an extra small up to an extra large. This is a beautiful coat, and you can tell me nothing. And the price has gone down so drastically low that if you really want this coat, make sure you get your hands on it. It's a great addition to my wardrobe because I didn't get the other one. So yeah, and it's going to complement any outfit in your wardrobe. The color palette is black, which makes it even more versatile. What more can you ask for? So moving right along to the next coat I will be sharing with you guys is this ZW collection long Mateko wool blend coat. It used to retail for £149. Now it's at 60% off, which brings it down to £59.60. A little bit of context about this coat. This is my first preference or choice when I wanted a black coat, but unfortunately on the first day of sales it wasn't in stock, until the point I was stalking this website morning and night to get my hands on this coat. I couldn't. It eventually came back in stock, and it was just a size small. So that tells you about the coat. That means people buy it and they don't return it back. That means the coat is very beautiful. The quality is great. It's 75% wool, 25% polyamide. Just like the other one, the effect of the wool on your skin won't be that bad. Anywho, that's not an issue for me, but unfortunately I didn't get my hands on this coat. What set this coat apart, I think, is the extra padded shoulder and also the length. It's very long, but it's single-breasted, but it's a beautiful coat. I wish I saw this coat a lot earlier. I don't mind buying it at full price. That's how bad I needed this coat. But anywho, hopefully the stars align for me and I get my hands on this coat. The sizes ranges from an extra small up to an extra large. So that is it, and it's going to pair perfectly well with everything you have in your wardrobe because the color palette is black, which makes it even more versatile. Moving right along to my second choice of coat. It was between this particular coat and the gray one I will be showing you guys next. Every time I see a beautiful coat from Zara goes on sale, I don't waste a second in picking it up because I have a lot of their coats in different color variations, and I will tell you for free, if you go for great quality coats, they will last a lifetime in your wardrobe. I have different color variation, and every time I wear those coats I get compliments. So introducing to you guys the ZW collection 100% wool coat. Used to retail for £189. At the moment it's at 60% off, which brings it down to £75.60. When I bought this coat it was £113. So as you know, as the price goes down, that makes it even more difficult for you to get your hands on it. But I will tell you for free, if you are in need of this coat, make sure you add it to your wish list. Check periodically for when it gets back in stock, because it would definitely get back in stock. It ranges from a size small up to a size large, and it does run large. So make sure you size down if you're interested in this coat. This coat, for me personally, what sold it for me is the color palette camel. Just like the black ones I showed you, it's a versatile color palette and it's going to work perfectly well with everything you have in your wardrobe. But for me, another thing I love about this coat, the quality is great. It's 100% wool. Like in other outlets, 100% wool will go for a very higher price point. But since you're buying from Zara at a very reduced price, make sure you make use of that opportunity. The only thing that I don't like about this coat, it's not a disadvantage anywho, but it's just the fact that I would have loved it lined. It's not lined like the other ones, but I still am in love with this coat. I love the massive two pockets at the front. I'm not so in love with the belt. I will make sure I switch it for something better, like a leather belt. But I love this coat. It looks very casual. It doesn't have any buttons, so it's just the belt for closure. Moving right along to the next piece of coat, and last but not the least in the coat category is the ZW collection combined wool coat. It used to retail for £189. At the moment it's at 60% off for £75.60. The quality is great because it's 100% wool. It's fully lined. It has a beautiful collar, lapels, two illusion of pockets at the front. For me personally, what sold it for me is the back. Just check out the contrast between the gray and the black detail at the back. The contrast between these two fabrics is just beautiful. It's just unreal. It's just out of this world. And another thing I love about this coat, it's really long. I do have a gray coat in my collection, so if I'm gonna get this coat, the only justification I have is I needed something very long. So the juries are still out on this one. If the price is right, if it goes down very drastic, I might get my hands on this coat because I really like it. The quality is great. Sizes ranges from an extra small up to an extra large, and just stick to your regular size. And the color palette is grey, which makes it even more versatile. Moving right along to the next category, which is the blazers. Every time I see a beautiful wool blazer from Zara, I tend to get it. Judging from the wool blazer I've got from Zara in the past, they worked out perfectly well, and their blazers are great quality and do last a very long time. So this is the Herringbone wool blend straight blazer. It used to retail for £59.99. At the moment it sells for £29.99. Quality is great, which I love and which we all love. 2% wool against 45% polyester, which is not bad. I don't have anything gray wool blazer in my wardrobe, so when I saw these, I was very keen at adding it into my wish list. But I'm still not in love with this particular blazer, because I don't love the way it looks at the back. I would have loved a slit either in the middle or both sides at the back, but there's none with this one, and I don't like this particular blazer. But that being said, I might still get it and see how it fits on me and decide from there. But the price is quite reasonable at the moment, £29.99, but it's sold out. It comes in the color gray and tracksuit gray, so two different colors, contrast of gray. If you're on the hunt for a beautiful gray wool blazer, make sure you get your hands on this one, and I'll make sure I add the link in the description section of this video. Moving on to the next category, the next piece I will be sharing with you guys is the knit dress with the gold applique. It used to retail for £39.99. At the moment it sells for £15.99, and they're doing a 60% off at the moment. The quality is not that bad. It's 53% viscose and 47% polyamide. But the thing that sold me on this dress is the V neckline with the gold applique, and the silhouette of this dress is just unreal. I'm in love with Zara's knit dresses. It's always a banger. Whenever they bring them out, it's a banger. And I love the color palette of this particular one. It has this beautiful wine color. The size is ranges from a small up to a large. But what I would say with this particular dress, it does run large. So if you're thinking about getting this one, please do size down. I already bought this particular dress. My silhouette on this dress, honestly, is amazing. So stay tuned to see how I dress it up in my next video. Sticking to the dress category, the next piece of item I will be sharing with you guys is this plain knit fitted dress. It used to retail for £29.99. At the moment it sells for £11.99, which is a drastic drop because the time I bought it, it was £17.99 without delivery. The quality is not that bad. It's 70% viscose and 30% polyester. What I love about this dress, for me personally, to start with, is the silhouette. It comes a little bit small, so if you're thinking about buying it, make sure you size up. The silhouette is unreal. Like it hugs you just at the right places. It's a beautiful dress, and it has this beautiful sweetheart neckline, you know. And if you're the very modest type, what you can do, you can layer it up with a nice beautiful white shirt. Or the thing I don't really like layering white shirt with these sort of dresses that are quite tight and bodycon fitted, it will just look very puffy in the areas that you don't want it to look puffy, literally. So what you should do is to just use those white shirts that are more of like an illusion of a white shirt. But that being said, it's a beautiful dress. The quality is great. Moving on to the skirt category is this check pleated mini skirt. I do love mini skirts. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm obsessed with mini skirt. But this particular skirt, I'm in love. I love the length. It's very short. It's like either you come in full or you don't come at all. Literally, that's what it conveys. It's 63% polyester and 32% viscose. Quality is not too great because the polyester content is a lot more than the viscose content, but I don't really care. I love this skirt, sorry. You know, I love the dark brown color palette of the skirt. And when it comes to this particular weather, I can see pull this off. I'm thinking about wearing this with a nice brown turtleneck just to create that monochromatic vibe over the knee boots. That will work perfectly well with this skirt. It has an elasticated waistband and there's also a zip at the side. You know, I bought the extra large because it's really short. Normally with skirts I will go for a large, and the fact that the waist is elasticated, I can even do with a medium, but the length is very short. So if you're thinking about going for this skirt, make sure you try as much as possible to just size up because it's really short, except you want to show your goods outside. Other than that, there's nothing more to say in relation to this skirt, but it is a beautiful skirt. Sticking to the skirt theme, the next piece of item I'll be sharing with you guys is this wool skirt with ruffled hem. It used to retail for £45.99. At the moment it sells for £18.39. It has a great quality. It is 28% wool, 41% acrylic. I have already bought this skirt and I can tell you for free it is a beautiful skirt. The only downside is I would have loved a little bit of thickness to the fabric. It's not that thick like I would love it, but I do love the silhouette of the skirt. I love the fact that it's an elasticated waistband. I love the asymmetry of the skirt. I love the ruffles. So I decided to go for a larger size so that I want the ruffle effect. It is a cohort. If you're getting the skirt, make sure you get the top. The sizes ranges from a small up to an extra large. So the color palette is navy blue. Next piece of item I will be sharing with you guys is high neck wool blend sweater. It retails for £29.99. At the moment it's selling for £17.99. There's not that much to say about this. It's just a plain knit sweater. The quality is great. It's 29% wool. It does have a decent amount of wool to keep you warm. It has a high neck and the sleeves are really long. So if you're thinking about getting the skirt, try and make sure you get your hands on the top so it works as a cohort. The sizes ranges from a small up to an extra large, but it does come a little bit small, so try as much as possible to size up with this one. The next skirt I will be sharing with you guys is this beautiful limited edition asymmetric midi skirt. It used to retail for £79.99. At the moment it sells for £31.99. The quality is great. It's 52% viscose and 48% polyester, which we love. At the moment it's all sold out. I will tell you guys for free, since the sale started I've never set my eyes on this skirt, and the fact that I managed to get a size large of this skirt, I am just so happy. You can't tell me nothing. I'm so happy I got my hands on this skirt. It's a beautiful skirt. I love the asymmetry of the skirt. I love the detail at the front, you know, the fit of the skirt. As you guys may know, burgundy is the new color for the fall. Oh my god, it's a beautiful skirt. There's not that much to say. It's a limited edition. That means when it's sold out, it is sold out. I'm still waiting for mine to be delivered. So if you're interested to see how I will style this skirt, please stay tuned. There's a zip fastening on the side. This skirt runs small, so if you're thinking about buying it, make sure you size up. It ranges from an extra small up to an extra large. The fit is unreal. The next skirt I'll be sharing with you guys is this ZW collection pleated wool skirt. It used to retail for £55.99. At the moment it sells for £22.39 on 60% off. The quality of this skirt is great. I've already had mine delivered to my home and I can tell you for free the quality is great. It's 39% wool and 33% polyester. So this is a skirt that you can wear during the winter month and also during the colder month. All you need to do is pair it with a nice warm fleece tights and it's going to work perfectly well. The silhouette on me is just unreal. I love the pleated detail of the skirt. Also love the fit of the skirt. It's so beautiful. So if you are a baddie that loves very short skirts, you definitely gonna love this one. It comes a little bit large, so you might need to size down or just stick to your regular size, but it does run a little bit large. It ranges from an extra small up to an extra large, and the color palette of the skirt is a gray. Piece of item I'll be sharing with you guys will be waistcoat. You guys may know by now I'm obsessed with waistcoats. I have a thing with waistcoat. I'm a sucker for waistcoat. Give your girl a waistcoat and I'll be fine. I wear it that gets a bit colder. So I will be sharing with you guys this piece called the Diamond Knit Tank top. It's called a tank top, but it's a waistcoat. It used to retail for £29.99. It sells for £17.99, and it's at 40% off at the moment. Quality is not that bad. It does have 9% wool, and the color palette is more of like a navy blue. It ranges from a size small up to an extra large. But what I would say is the fact that it does run large. So if you're thinking about getting this one, make sure you size down. Other than that, it's a beautiful waistcoat. Personally, I will pair a waistcoat with a trouser, a skirt, and sometimes a white shirt. I'm thinking about pairing the beautiful white shirt and a very short skirt. So stay tuned to see how I dress up or how I style this particular piece. The next piece of item I will be sharing with you guys is another neat waistcoat. This used to retail for £35.99. At the moment, it sells for £21.59. It's at 40% off at the moment. It does have a decent amount of wool, 7%. Quality is great. It ranges from a size small up to a large. They say it's a multicolored, but I think it does have a good amount of other colors in it, as you can see. But the thing I really love about this particular waistcoat is the tassels, the tassel gear. Anything that has a tassel, give it to me. You can pair this with a trouser, a skirt, a dress, a white shirt, whatever shirt you decide to pair it with, it will work perfectly well. And that is a wrap for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate it if you lasted this long. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, my lovelies, please take care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a second, subscribe to my channel, and let's build this together. Make sure your notifications are turned up so that you get notified every time I post or publish a new content. With that being said, watch out for my next video, Zara sales haul, and it's gonna be a banger. Until then, guys, ciao.
She's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that she'll be able to win this one. But she